make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Yeah, man. Once again, we back. This is the regular sports guys, man, hosted by Team Parlay with us draft show, man. We giving y'all a little draft show real quick, man. Give y'all a little rundown what happened on the draft so far, the picks that was made. I know we could probably go from one to where we at. We at 12 or 13 right now. We at 13 in the draft.
Yeah. We have 15 right now.
We have 15. All right. Who's up next on the clock? Ravens.
Tampa Bay's on the clock right now.
Tampa Bay's on the clock. Okay, I'm thinking
the Ravens picks in, but we don't know who they pick yet.
Okay.
But they pick is in. Tampa Bay's on the clock right now.
Okay.
So, man, the draft's it's been interesting, man. It's been interesting, man. It's been a type of draft that's not your traditional draft.
Mm-hmm.
With a bunch of offense and
there
is
a bunch of offense, but it's offensive line,
offensive line, defensive end, safety.
Mm-hmm.
I think the league is getting it now, man.
A few wide receivers picked, especially the Ohio State wide receivers.
There's some offensive positional players sprinkled in into the draft, but a lot of these teams a lot of these new coaches that are first year on their teams, they doing it the right way, inside out, offensive tackle, defensive lineman, edge, safety. Then I think they go offense later in the rounds. And some of them already went pretty much offense on the free agency. But I like the way a lot of these teams are thinking. They know this is good defense.
It wasn't a strong quarterback draft.
It wasn't a strong quarterback draft. Because after Mendoza, there's a big drop off.
Yeah, because for the Rams to pick this kid Ty Simpson out of Alabama, as a quarterback, was he even? I don't even think he was the starter. The other kid was the starter in Alabama.
No, Ty Simpson was the starter. He was the starter at Alabama. Yeah, he was good. He was good. Just towards the end, they didn't play too well, but he was number 2 on the draft board after Mendoza. He was the number 2 quarterback that they believe was the best on the draft board, because now you got the LSU quarterback that's best available, Cole Payton. There's other quarterbacks that they're not household names, so to speak. But this year the quarterback class wasn't that great. I think the defense and the offensive line had a great draft class this year, especially the edge defensive players, like the linebackers, the edge rushers, the safety, the secondary had a pretty good draft class. We had a safety come out, we had a cornerback come out high in the draft, and the offensive line. Offensive line is trying to become that primary position, man, of choice, man. I'm telling you, a lot of people.
The Buccaneers took this offensive lineman. Then it looks like Buccaneers took this offensive lineman, right?
Let me see. Yep.
O-N-A out of Penn State.
Well, the Ravens took offensive lineman. The Ravens took that was the Ravens that took that pick.
Oh, so the Buccaneers is waiting on their pick right now.
They're waiting on their pick right now. Yeah, the Ravens just got their pick. Look at the Giants. They went edge rusher, and then they went offensive tackle.
Right, they did. Yep.
First year coach for Harbaugh, so he's building from the inside out.
He's building from the inside out.
You know, I mean, I think they're pretty good as far as weapons. I think they'll address that later on in the rounds because that's where you find those gems, those wide receivers, those running backs, the tight end, those positional players in general. You can find them late in the rounds, but these offensive tackle and edge rushers, you got to find them early.
Yeah,
you got to get the best ones that
the
are
cream of
on
the
the
crop.
board right
You got to
now.
get the cream of the crop early.
Cream of the crop. Yeah, you don't want to play around with that.
Right.
Because those type of positional players don't really work out well late in the rounds. Those offensive tackles and edge rushers that come out late, they're usually not that good. You know, I mean, they need to be developed. Yeah, they get developed, but they need an impact now. They need somebody.
Yeah, those impact players. Yeah, you're right. The impact players
and get busy early. Exactly.
The impact players, especially if you're in the top, in the top 10 of the draft. That's what I think you would want to be working on, is finding that and like you said, this draft is built off of that right now. As far as like quarterbacks and stuff, you don't see too much of that. Look, right now, I mean, only 2 quarterbacks picked so far.
Yeah, only 2 quarterbacks came out. A couple of wide receivers,
wide receivers,
1 running back,
a lot of offensive linemen. Yeah, I love it. Running back named Love, I think his name is.
Yeah, he was the best offensive guy. Period. He's like Jahmyr Gibbs. What's the guy from Atlanta? Bijan Robinson. He's on that status.
Okay. Cowboys picked the safety.
Cowboys picked the safety, a good safety at that.
Okay.
Look, the Dolphins went offensive tackle.
Right.
We're not going offensive tackle. I think
you don't think we'll go offensive tackle for the first round for the late. We're the second to last pick in the first, right?
I think we're going tight end.
That'd be nice. You don't hear a tight end being called this year, but is this a good tight end draft class though? I wish Stacks was here because he would be able to tell us. Even though he's a basketball fanatic, he'll still tell us there was some decent tight ends out. I know who.
No, I could tell you, like, I got everything here in terms of like best available. I mean, you got the guy from Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq. He's a high. Ranking tight end. You got Max Clare. I got the people here, but like I said, they're not like that household name. They're not like a Jeremy Shockey. They're not,
Right.
They're
not coming
Bowers.
Out in the draft hot. Right.
Bowers.
Right.
Look at Bowers. He got drafted. He was a tight end and he got drafted in the top 5. These were guys that were really producing in the collegiate level, man. They was really getting busy. It wasn't really a tight end getting busy like that. This
exactly
tight ends, but not, getting busy.
Not putting up some serious numbers. Right.
So, but I see us going. I don't think wide receiver because
you mean the New England pick. Be clear to the people out there when you mean us. I know. I know what. Yeah. Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Exactly.
Let's be clear.
Patriots. We're talking about the Patriots now. I don't think they'll be going wide receiver. I think tight end, D lineman, and secondary. I think in that order. But man, the Patriots desperately need a tight end, man. I mean, we got those old geezers over there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Hunter Henry, he's
washed, man.
Yeah, he's.
I don't want to even see. I don't even want to see him in camp this year. Nothing, he disappeared too much, man. He shrinks too much, man. I don't like them type of tight ends, and maybe because I got so used to Gronk and but yeah, I'm not used to those type of tight ends.
So they desperately need one. So if there's a good one out there, I think they'll go there. If not, they're gonna go.
Look at that. He's good, man. This kid right here that the Buccaneers picked, Ruben Bain Jr. out of Miami edge. He's a good edge rush, man. This dude, he was wilding in Miami. Remember Bain?
his name sounds familiar because I was watching the Hurricanes the last he's a dude with all that hair, I think, coming out his helmet.
I don't know, but he's the dude who was wilding, man. This dude was coming off that edge like with some serious ferociousness. I remember watching a few games with Bane in it.
Yeah, well, they got an A+ for that pick, so
okay.
You know, the draft analyst gave them an A+, so that means
and that's good for Tampa. I think that's a good pick for Tampa Bay. They needed some defensive help, I think.
Yes, yeah, I agree. They definitely needed to you know, rev up that defense a little bit, man, you know, and add some new blood.
Take some pressure off the offense of always having the
young blood.
Yeah, young blood.
They needed to add some young blood. Detroit's on the clock now. But wow, man, the Rams, man, that is an interesting pick by them, man. And when you think about it, that's a great pick. That's a great pick for them, man. They know Stafford is on. Stafford definitely. I mean, I think he got one more year in him. I think they're only gonna give him another year. He knows it. They even called him and told him, "Look, we drafting the quarterback," and I'm sure he's at peace with it. But yeah, man, I think this is gonna be the bridge year from him to Simpson. I think they're gonna give it another go. He's coming back. I think this is his last year, definitely. And I think Simpson's gonna take over, and then that's gonna be the new quarterback for the Rams.
They must like him. I'm sure. The what's the coach there name? The cerebral coach.
Sean
McVay.
Sean McVay. There you go.
I'm sure he had his hand in on that. He must see something. I mean, I don't trust Alabama quarterbacks, and I got my reason to. The numbers, the stats tell it, you know. But Alabama quarterbacks, but he might see something in him and Simpson that he liked.
Sean McVay. The Knicks took the lead by 1. Wow, man, the Knicks were balling. Bruins are gonna lose. These guys. Yeah, just giving you an update on the other.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So the Bruins lost that Bruins lost that game the other day, and they were up.
Yeah, they were up, and then they came back and won the other day. They came a good win. Now they're at home, and they dropped the ball. But that's what they do. You know, that's why you got to be careful riding with them, because they'll take you to a roller coaster ride, man. I'm telling you, even the year that they won it, it's just not easy with those guys.
But are they wanted? Is the Bruins in a kind of a rebuild? Not a rebuilding, but like, you know, they made the moves with a lot of their veterans players within these past couple of years. They made some changes. They got younger. So is that is this a growing pain? I mean, maybe the goalie situation needs to kind of get addressed.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't watch too much to know, but you know, put a goalie. You know.
Same here, you know, but you know, on the outside looking in, I would say so. You know, I seen these guys give up. Look at game 1; they were up 2-0, and they gave up 3 goals in like.
That's what I'm saying.
6-7 minutes. So.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so they definitely. I mean, they are the number 8 seed too. So it's. I mean, anything they do from here on out, they overachieving. To be honest.
Exactly. You're right about that.
But they, you know, they tend to tease you a little bit. They'll reel you in. You think, oh, and then
yeah. Now I might be a little bit few seconds behind you, but is the Jets about to pick now?
Yeah. Let me see right now. So the Jets picks in. Because I have the scoreboard. I don't have the live draft.
Okay, I'm watching the live. I'm looking at the live per se. And
the thing is, I got the score.
Oh wow, they got Kenyon Sadiq, man.
The tight end. The tight end I was talking about. That was a good pick by them, man.
Good pick by them.
They took the best tight end on the board.
You're right.
Yeah, man. So I think we'll still, you know, address that tight end. He might have not been high on our draft board, so you know,
right.
It's gonna be interesting to see, you know, who the Patriots pick. They got some things going on right there. I'm shocked with the whole Vrabel situation, man. It's just man.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Well, he's gonna sit out day 3 of the draft. He's not gonna be there for day 3. He's gonna step away a little bit. You know, yeah, man. So it's I don't know. I mean, I'm go with the flow. See.
This could be bad. I hope this is not. I mean, people might say I'd probably be feeling elated about it because I have my feelings about it. But I asked that question to a lot of people the other day. I posted this question to a lot of people. Do you think this thing's going to get out of hand more than what they trying to throw it underneath the butt?
So. That's why he's gonna do what he's gonna do. They passed that. I think they passed anything that could have been worse. Right now they're more on the recovery aspect of it. Now it's the recovery time. He's gonna step away day 3. He's gonna go see some counseling. He's trying to make amends. So he's on that road to recovery,
Yeah. They hired a PR rep to go take care of some stuff.
And it may, be a distraction, when it comes to when the season, the season opener and all that stuff, when camp opens, But I'm sure he's gonna address. He's gonna have to. He's gonna address it, bury it, and move on. That's what he's gonna have to do. And hopefully he learns from it, because that's the last thing we need is controversy,
Lions on the clock. I want to see what the Lions do with their pick. I think what you think for the Lions, they might need to pick up on defense. What do you think?
They need offensive line help, man. They're gonna need offensive line help.
That's a good. A little bit of both. They need a little bit of both. How would they roll about it? I don't know, but I would say the Lions might need to, like you said, a little. I don't know how many picks they got in the first round, but they do have to go after both.
Yeah, they just got one, but I would go offensive tackle first because Goff got he got beat up towards the end of that season, and they ultimately missed the playoffs. So towards the end, man, he was getting beat up.
Stacks, if you're watching, man, you should be on this right now, man. You sending us a gif of a hawk, man. This dude's buried in that damn basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, but Stacks.
What's the score on the Hawks situation?
Oh wow, the Hawks won.
Wow. That's why he sent that. That's why he sent that gift of a hawk, man.
Let me see what happened. They might have made a shot. McCullough made a fadeaway jump shot. Wow. It was a great game, man. I mean, I was watching it because the Knicks, they were down by 15, 16, man. And they was just clawing their way back. It's gonna be a tough series for them, man. I'm telling you, the Knicks are they in for a fight.
But what about us? You saying that, man? The way the Sixers played the other day, they made it look
out tomorrow.
They made it look like they made it tough for us too. Like,
yeah, we're gonna find out tomorrow.
I think the Celtics went. You know what I watched the other day? Not to jump off. I know we're talking to the draft, but right now we're on the break between the Lions pick at number 17. But I watched that game the other day, man, and against the Sixers there. And even though Maxey went off and the other kid went off too, that kid that Stack's been talking about, that young blood, he was doing his thing. But the Celtics got out hustled, and they allowed Maxey to tear them apart on his high pick and roll screen, his high rolling screen at the top of the key for him to keep getting open for that three. I don't know how the Celtics, Mazzulla couldn't call timeout when he realized that Maxey was going to the same play back to back in a quick sequence. Like I think he scored like 9 points straight in one quick sequence off the same screen and roll at the top of the key. And then we're fighting that three by keep throwing up threes, ill-advised threes, that some of them by Derek White that I didn't like. Tatum rushed a couple. Hauser threw up something that didn't make sense. Man, the Celtics could have came. They were down by 1 in that game. 1, making it very interesting to steal it real quick. And they coughed it up by just the lack of defense at the top of the key, man, on Maxey. At the top of not even the key, at the top of the friggin' 3-point line, at basically at half court, he was playing them with this half screen and roll shit, you know what I mean, and getting that actual good screen. He was mashing them with that, and every time he was open for that three. And I can't believe the Celtics couldn't figured out how to play defense to defend that. So that's how they lost that game, huh?
Well, no, I think the bench didn't give them nothing. I mean, you got Pritchard with 4. You got Hauser gave him 6. So the supporting cast didn't really give him much. And Brown got busy. Tatum was off a little bit, definitely. I just think that they had an off night from the bench. The bench didn't really give them much. And Maxey and the kid VJ, I don't think that's sustainable. Yeah, they went off, but it's a 4 out of 7. Them guys are not going to be going off like that. Every game. For one, Embiid is a huge piece they missing. You got to remember, they missing Embiid. Embiid ain't come. I don't think he's walking through that door.
And they made Paul George look like he's in the end of Paul George.
Yeah, I just don't think it's sustainable. But we'll see tomorrow, definitely. But I just see. Look, this was gonna happen at some point in the series. I didn't think the Celtics was going to sweep these guys, and they're gonna make those adjustments. Maxey is not going to be getting busy like that. The kid VJ is not going to be getting busy like that. And Paul George definitely is not going to be getting busy like that. Mm-hmm. And Tatum is going to have a much better game.
You're right, man. Offensive line. Not to cut you lines. They picked the offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Tackle.
Yep.
Blake Miller.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, that's that. I think we'll be all right come tomorrow night.
We'll see what's up, man. They come home, right? No,
they're in Philly.
They're in Philly.
Yeah, offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm. But they take one. If they take one, if the Celtics take one in Philadelphia, we're all set. Just don't go to Philly and fall asleep. That's all I'm saying. Don't go to Philly.
They'll be out, man. They bench didn't give them anything. That to me, that's where the game was lost, man. The supporting cast didn't give them anything. Tatum and Brown only double-digit guys. Think about it. Look, they was the only double-digit guys. Let me look at that box score again real quick. I know I glanced at that. Yeah, they was the only double-digit scorers. Brown and Tatum, you're not gonna win too many games like that, So that's not gonna happen again.
Minnesota pick D tackle Caleb Banks. Let me see where he came out of. Florida. Big boy.
Defensive lineman.
Chris Jones potential.
And I think Cowboys, they're going edge rusher. They're going linebacker or edge rusher. Or they could go cornerback. They need a cornerback, but they drafted one already. I don't think they're gonna go 2. No, they drafted a safety. So they're gonna go cornerback. Or they're going linebacker, one of the two. Because they good at wide receiver. They're gonna have to take care of Pickens. They just not sure with that guy. That guy is kind of like he's he's a great receiver. He's just not always focused. His focus is not always there 100% of the time. Like when he's on his game, he is a great wide receiver. He is a great wide receiver, but his focus, man, it's like he turns it off and on at times. And when he turns it off, it's like at the wrong time. So they're not too, you could tell they're not too sure, but a lot of teams don't want to, because look what's happening to Cincinnati. They gave both their wide receivers all that money, and then they couldn't really address all their other needs. So teams are like, whoa, we don't need to go that route. We could pay one good wide receiver and get him
I think that's what slowed down Cincinnati. They wanted to pay
too much money on 2 players. That's just 3 players actually with Burrow, but
with Burrow, 3 players with Burrow.
You're not gonna pay 2. That's not a recipe for success, man.
I would have just kept homeboy. What's his name?
And then you get him, a B type player that you don't really pay that much. Because you got to address the rest of the roster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, so the Cowboys traded that pick to the Panthers.
They traded the pick.
Yeah, so they're gonna pick number 23. No, they traded with Philly.
So no, the Panthers is up right now at 19, and Dallas is picking next.
No, they traded out of that.
They traded out of it?
Yeah, they're gonna pick 23rd. They traded their 20th pick to Philly for the 23rd pick.
Okay. Well, that's cool. What you think Philly gonna make a move with?
Philly got to go wide receiver. They got to go wide receiver because they're about to lose AJ Brown. They tight
but
end.
They keep talking that they're gonna lose AJ Brown. When is that gonna be made? When is that decision?
Put it this way: he's not coming back to Philly. That one thing we know for sure. Is he going to the Patriots? The word is he's going to the Pats. I don't think they'll be throwing that out there like that. Especially Adam Schefter. He's the guru, so he's not going to be throwing that type of information out there unless it's some type of truth to it. But Philly got to go wide receiver, cornerback. They defense is pretty good. I don't think they need to go edge rush or anything like that. Safety maybe.
They pretty awesome. They are
good wide receiver out there. They got to definitely
take it. Yeah, they got to take it. Yeah. And they good at drafting receivers and stuff that though. Like Philly their draft record is so good though.
Pittsburgh's going quarterback.
But nah,
Pittsburgh is going to go quarterback.
But in this
draft, they got to go quarterback because even if Aaron Rodgers is walking through that door, he's going to be gray and old.
He is.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
If there's a good quarterback out there that you guys feel that could, come in be the successor. And he's there. They're gonna have to go and get him. They can't let that guy, pass by. But my guess is they're gonna go quarterback. What quarterback? I'm not sure because after Ty Simpson, all them quarterbacks
are like suspects. What? Yeah,
suspects. You don't know. Because I tell you one thing: when Manning comes out next year, he's gonna be the number 1 guy.
Him and the kid Childress.
Yeah, the kid from Ole Miss, right?
Mm-hmm. Them two going number 1 and 2. Old tackle again, Moreland Free. They picked the Cowboys picked the old tackle.
I'm gonna tell you. You know what? I'm gonna tell you.
No, that wasn't the Cowboys. Panthers picked the old tackle. Cowboys traded the pick, right? Yep, they traded pick to Philly. So Philly's picking now. Yep. So yeah, you're right. So a
lot of offensive tackles went out.
They picked the old tackle.
Look, you got 1, 2.
They ain't leaving none. If the Patriots wanted to pick 1, they ain't leaving none on the board for them.
5 offensive tackles went. 5. That is unheard of, man.
That's unheard of. You know what? It's a coveted position right now.
You have to protect the quarterback.
Yeah.
You got to protect the quarterback. It's just that simple. You got to protect the quarterback. You got to give him time in the pocket to throw the ball. Steelers is going quarterback. They're going. My guess is they're going quarterback.
Okay, let's see what Philly. Hold on. I'll tell you right now who the Philly pick is. I know you're looking at a board, but I'll tell you I'm looking.
Yeah.
Philly's about to pick right now.
They're going wide receiver.
Yep, Ty Makai Lemon, wide receiver, USC.
Like that, right? You see, man, let me tell you, man. I didn't even really, put any wages.
But you was right, yo. You know what? I give it to you, though, Cook. I give it to you, Cook, because you knew you said but you just said it. You said AJ Brown's not coming back there.
Down. Yeah, AJ Brown's gone. So it only makes sense for them to draft the wide receiver, especially if there's a good one there. They're not gonna just draft one to be drafting one, but if there's a good one there, they're gonna take them, and that's letting you know really that's really confirming that they're gonna move on from
move on.
That's confirming it.
Kai Lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon. I watched a few. He's pretty good. He's good.
So it looked like the Knicks, going back to basketball, it looks like they just fumbled on the final possession. Because the Hawks went up, and then the Knicks had a chance to win, and they just fumbled on that shit.
They couldn't get it.
I don't know. We're gonna watch the highlights, but I just got the update.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then the Steelers going quarterback.
Yes, you're right. The Steelers is up next.
They're gonna go quarterback. The Chargers, they're going defense. I can tell you that. Chargers are going defense.
Shout out to everybody there, man, who's watching this draft show, man. We trying to keep an eye on what's gonna happen in the NFL, man. And give y'all a little bit what's going on in the NBA tonight, like who's winning. The Knicks fumbled the bag and the ball and lost the game tonight. Had the chance to had the ball in their possession to win the game or tie it up or whatever, and they couldn't do it. We're watching the draft. We got the Eagles picking a wide receiver out of USC, Makai Lemon. Giving y'all a little update on what's going on in the NFL draft. Man, keep it up, man. Keep at it, man. Hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. Man, thanks for you guys tuning in, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, man. Much appreciated. We're just doing a live draft show, man. Seeing what happened. Hopefully we can last it out to the Patriots pick at number 31.
Yeah, why not?
And see what happened, man.
Why not, man?
It's a Patriots draft night. You know what I mean?
Probably go grab a cup of ice, man, and make some lemonade. You know what I'm saying?
Put a little something
to that pick. I mean, why not?
What y'all think, man? If y'all out there, man, you watching the show, man, thanks for the thumbs up button on Facebook. But if y'all watching the show, man, think what's your favorite team and what the players you would like to see drafted or skill position that you would like to see drafted on your favorite team. It could be the Patriots, it could be the Jets, it could be Miami. Anything you like out there, man, tell us, man, what you think. And I like what you said, man, Cook. You was right on money with it about this about the Eagles picking this wide receiver.
That was an ill prediction right there because the Eagles, they could have won so many different ways.
They could have won in so many different ways.
It makes sense for them to do that. It makes sense for them to get a wide receiver, man, especially if there's a good one there, and he's good. Makai Lemon, he's pretty good, man. They got an A for that pick. They got an A, so he definitely has some great value you know, at that spot.
So let's see what the Pittsburgh Steelers. This draft, this 2026 NFL draft is being held in Pittsburgh.
They
So
gotta
you know
go quarterback, man. I mean, if
the
there's a good one
Pittsburgh
there,
people and the Pittsburgh fans are excited for this. They're picking at number 20, right? At number 20, they traded
they don't need to go.
21. Let's see what they pick, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It'll be interesting, man. A lot of them waving towels, man. They acted the way they acting in there is like they had the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, they be wilding them Steelers, man. Them Steelers, them guys be wilding out. They be wilding out, man.
Mm-hmm. You ever visited that stadium yet? What's it called now? It's not Four Rivers no more. But
no, it's Heinz Field.
Heinz Field. Heinz Field.
Yeah, Heinz Field. I mean, those man. I don't know. Pittsburgh, Philly, man. Yo, them fans are fucking aggressive, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I'll go anywhere, man. But man, I just want to watch a game, and I think it'll be a fucking problem. Seriously, like I think we'll be too busy dealing with these hecklers than actually being able to watch the game.
The game.
I could just see it, motherfuckers waving that towel, hitting motherfuckers with that shit. And you gotta be like, yo, what the fuck, man? Shit. I could just see that shit happening, man. But I would love to visit that. I want to visit Pittsburgh, Kansas City. Kansas City's a must. Kansas City. Yo, if Kansas City comes up on one of the road games, we have to go to Kansas City.
Yeah,
we have to. I'm gonna be honest with you. We might have to go to Seattle this year, man.
I'm telling you, that Seattle one sounds.
I mean, I don't know if the round table is watching, man, but
they better be watching because that sounds very intriguing.
Seattle might be the spot, man. The North.
So that little rematch, revenge. Come on, man.
What?
That's a big game.
That's a huge game.
That's a huge game.
And that stadium's ill too. They known for, you know,
oh yeah. That's why I would like to go just to, you know, just to observe the 12-man thing that they got going.
See what that Northwest is about, you know? And we could just shoot up to fucking, I don't know, what's over there in the corner in Canada, Vancouver? Go up there, man.
BC, British Columbia, yeah.
It was good.
It's nice up there. I think we should be thinking about that. If the round table's watching, y'all better take heed, man.
And hopefully it's early too, because Seattle gets a little breezy.
It get a little breezy and nip up there too. Hell yeah.
You know, we get, you know, if it's a late September, early August.
Oh man, that'll be perfect. Game, yeah.
That should be perfect, man. I agree. But damn, then what is it with this pick? You don't see it on your board over there?
Yeah, man. Jerome Bettis is about to announce the pick. They got a bunch of high school players from Pittsburgh, it looks like, on the stage.
Oh, they got Jerome Bettis over there?
Jerome Bettis he's the ambassador for the pick, man.
Yeah, he's a great Steeler, man. What a great person to present. Mm-hmm. Pick him.
Mm-hmm. And he looks like he's in, you know what's so funny? You know how these dudes be looking. I'm not to say nothing, but after all this time, he looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah, it looked like he takes care of himself. You know, I mean, there was a special with him, how he, you know, his body be.
Wait a minute.
Offensive tackle.
Tackle, Max
Heinacker. So you know what I'm thinking?
How come
it's not a bad pick?
His people don't
offensive tackle, man.
Yo, his peoples don't even seem excited
because they probably know yet quarterback. But they have a quarterback that I think they can get later on.
I'm just saying, why wasn't his peoples excited about the pick?
Because they want a quarterback, man. You know that they want a quarterback.
No. They showed the kid in his house getting the phone call. Oh, and they was just sitting in there like they was like, you think they're not happy about him going to Pittsburgh? But yo, Pittsburgh's a good organization.
I don't know, man. That's weird though, because a lot of times when you get drafted, period, you see the family going crazy.
That wasn't wild. Yo, I'm telling you, watch the replay on that, man. When you get a chance, they was just sitting there like He was in the middle with his whole family on the couch in the living room. Ain't nobody jumped. Ain't nobody say, yo, you got picked by pitch. None of that. You could just, okay, here they go. Now they hear it.
Oh, that's
They
what
heard it late.
It
was a delay. He got delayed. That's what it was. Tell his cousin to pull his pants up, though. Oh, he's crying now. He's crying. His daddy, his mama, his girl. Yeah, he's crying now. Tell your cousin, tell your brother to pull his pants up on TV. What the hell is wrong with you? Max, if you see this, tell your people don't ever do that to you again. Pull your pants up, fam. But that's a weird pick, those Stacks. Shout out to y'all out there, man, in the live, man, tuning in, man. I appreciate that, man. Me, Stoney, appreciate it. It's me, Mr. Beans. You got the regular sports guys, man. You got episode number 37 going on. This is the Draft Day show. NFL 2026 Draft Day show, man. We already talked about a little bit basketball. We'll keep talking basketball as we go. We're going to try to outlast these next few picks to see what we get at the number 31st pick for the Patriots. So we'll see if we can outlast this time, man. We got about 20 minutes or so out, about a half hour, 40 minutes or so left on this on the
yeah,
tube.
I think because we had
and I think we'll be able to come through. Right now, the Chargers is picking. Dallas is next at 23. Chargers pick is in. They about to give y'all that love and tell y'all what that is. But Joe, man, that's a surprising pick. Let's go back to the pick with the Pittsburgh picking the offensive tackle. What do you feel about that, man?
Look, it looks like
you talked about, not to cut you. You talked about Aaron Rodgers being an old man walking in that door with full of grays and full of aches. Why didn't they make a move at a quarterback?
Because I think they can get that quarterback in the later rounds. I think they feel that they can get their guy in the later round. They just felt like,
so get the offensive tackle to help protect the young kid.
Well,
and Aaron Rodgers,
right? As we're seeing, this is a great offensive tackle draft class. You know, we didn't know that, but we're finding out tonight because this is the 6th offensive tackle
taken in the
first round, which is very unheard of. You know, you don't really see that often. You see more defensive players coming out than offensive tackles or offensive linemen. You're starting to see a lot of offensive tackles coming out, meaning it was a great offensive tackle draft class.
Akeem Mesidor, edge rusher, Miami, going to the Chargers at number 22. Akeem Mesidor, out of Miami. Another one of the Miami products. Looks like he's a Haitian background. He has a Haitian flag in his family. They smiling, they laughing. Yeah, they having a good. He looks like he's happy about that pick. He got speed. He's grabbing, launching. Let me see how if he get at Childress here. Yeah, he's good. He got good speed. Oh, yeah, he got great speed. Great speed. That's a nice pick for the Chargers. What's that grade? Tell me the grade for that pick for the Chargers real quick.
Well, it ain't come in yet. I was going to kind of finish on the Steelers real quick.
Go ahead.
No, what I was going back to the Steelers real quick. So what happened in that situation? Their quarterback, they're gonna get that quarterback late in the round. So like a lot of these teams, what I'm looking at now, a lot of these teams saying, all right, we got to join these sweepstakes with the offensive tackle. We got to get into this pool as well. And you can never go wrong with offensive tackle. You know, I think if you feel like you could get your quarterback in the later rounds and not, mess up on getting a great offensive tackle, you could just go ahead and go in that order. You take that offensive tackle, which they felt was more important than grabbing that quarterback at that spot. So
Right.
the whole thing is they're gonna get that quarterback, but they're gonna wait and get him in the later rounds.
That makes sense. It do make sense. I mean, especially the way the draft is built right now for this season. And like you said, a lot of the all tackles, offensive linemen went. I have you listen. It's going to be an interesting round number 2, 3, and 4 because now all the offensive players is going to start to be called out in round 2, 3, and 4.
Maybe
maybe late, in this round.
Maybe later because a lot of teams are thinking inside out now. They thinking
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
they're gonna probably wait. I mean, everybody got their draft board. Everybody got their priorities, and they got their rankings. Like the war room, they got their rankings of players, and that's what Belichick used to be on. When Belichick used to pick those weird players, and he was always on the best player available.
Right.
They didn't draft for need. They draft who was the best player available. And that was frustrating because there used to just be a lot of guys that we didn't know about. And a lot of them didn't really pan out like that. You got to understand the Belichick era, a lot of his players panned out from the free agency. A lot of free agent players that didn't work out with their previous team, they would come to the Patriots and they would thrive.
Right.
He wasn't a good draft coach. They didn't draft well, the Patriots. Yeah, they hit.
Oh, no, they didn't. They know how to develop. He knew how to develop players than more draft players. He had some great drafts, but he could develop a player.
Yeah, but he
had some great drafts. Deion Branch. You gotta think about those. The drafts that he had. He drafted Mayo. He drafted. The McCourties. The McCourty.
Yeah, McCourty with
Pat Chung.
I didn't like him too much. Pat Chung was all right. Richard Seymour was good. Will Falk,
Seymour.
But towards the later stages, he just couldn't really continue drafting well. And
some
he lost
good running backs.
Remember, he lost the guy, the GM, that Pioli. Pioli was under Pioli. They was making all those good draft picks. Once he left, it was a wrap for them. Once Pioli left, they couldn't draft to save their lives.
He couldn't.
Pioli was the guy that was doing his thing.
He was the brain. He was the brain behind the draft.
Pioli was the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once Bill got more control of the picks, he was drafting. He just wasn't drafting well.
Yeah, he was drafting dudes from Worcester Polytech Institute.
Yeah, we could have gotten DK Metcalf. We could have gotten the guy Tyler Lockett. We had opportunities to get a lot of guys that he just passed up on because he was just trying to get what he felt was the best on the board.
Yeah, who else besides Metcalf we could have got? We could have got a few good players, man.
We could have got some good running backs too. Look, he drafted the wrong fucking Bama running back. Remember, it was Nick Chubb and the other guy. We ended up drafting the other guy. I forgot his fucking name.
That's right.
He was our running back for a little bit.
And he didn't last too long. That's right. He was our running back. I remember who you talking about.
Yeah, there was a tandem. Him and Chubb was a tandem in Georgia.
Yes.
He drafted the wrong one. He was supposed to draft Chubb.
Yep.
Chubb had a better career. I forgot.
Okay, they picked the edge rusher, Mikhail Lawrence. Nope.
So the Chargers got to beat
Malachi Lawrence or whatever his name is.
Malachi
Lawrence.
UCF.
Edge rusher, USCF. Yep.
But what did I say though? Didn't I say they was going linebacker?
You did. You said that
because they lost Parsons.
That's right. They lost Parsons, so that's an edge, right? So they need that. Yes, you're right.
Linebacker edge, Yeah,
linebacker edge. Yeah. Linebacker edge rusher, same thing. Yeah. That's that hybrid position. Yeah, they needed.
Look at it. Is he 6'4", 253? That's Michael Parsons all the way. That's like that Michael Parsons body frame, man.
Yeah.
6'4", 6'4", 253. Man, that's a monster, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
prototypical linebacker body type right there. The height, the mass, the speed. That's what you want, and shout out to the Cowboys. They draft well. They draft well.
They do.
But they don't sign players well. That's the problem. They don't know how to keep certain players. They don't know how to maintain a good roster. That's the problem with them. And they got to stay healthy too. The Cowboys just been having bad luck. But they draft well, man. Michael Parsons, and then that stud, he used to be a stud. Diggs, the cornerback they used to have, he was good.
Oh, yeah. Stephon Diggs' brother.
He was good. They had another linebacker that was good. DeMarcus Lawrence.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, good, man. Look, Dak Prescott, they drafted a great quarterback that turned out
now talk about that. Do you think they need to get some insurance for Dak now going forward?
No, not yet.
What you mean not yet? You mean he got?
Not yet. No,
what? I know Dak's pretty. I know they got him young. I know they drafted him, but I'm saying, how many more years you think, man? I mean,
it's not that less of a years for them to draft a quarterback. Yeah, they can get a quarterback to back them up. Yeah,
I wouldn't say now. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying.
No. They for them, they're gonna draft a quarterback maybe in another, I think, 3 years.
2 years.
Yeah, I'll say 3. Dak just got the bag, yo. He just renewed. He just re-up, So he's gonna be around for a while. But as far as backup, yeah, free agency, but not draft. They can't waste a draft pick on a quarterback that's not gonna see the field for some years. You just can't do that,
I mean, I just hopefully Dak could stay consistent. That's all I'm saying. Look what's going on in Cincinnati with Burrow. Always, not saying that he's Mr. Glass, but he's just been unfortunate with the injuries.
Yeah, I mean, even with him, I don't think they'll be looking at a quarterback right now. I think I would say, San Fran will be looking for a quarterback.
You think so? Even though they gave Purdy money already?
Yeah, but they're gonna find out.
Didn't they give Purdy money last year?
They gave him some money, but they're gonna find out Purdy's not it, man. It's a reason why he was the last pick of the draft. I mean, he has been overachieving. I think he has to be the overachiever of the fucking decade, if not more. For him to be the last pick and to do what he's done, take that team to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl and all that, but he just doesn't have enough to take that team to the next level. He just doesn't. And they're going to see that. Big games, he just don't. I don't know if maybe they need to get him some more weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But if Purdy doesn't, if he takes a step back these next 2 years, so in other words, the next 2 years, if he doesn't make it to the minimum conference championship, they definitely going to be looking for another quarterback. 49ers, they're not a franchise that really, sit around and just ride the wave. They make moves.
Right.
They make moves. That's a franchise that, once they see that, you reached your peak, they're going to make that change. Look what happened with the draft pick that they had a couple of years ago. I mean, he's not doing shit now, but the dude Trey Lance, I mean, they drafted him.
Lance.
They gave him, look, after 2 years, he was out of there. 2 or 3
years.
He's
done.
He was a young guy.
Where is he? He's gone. He's a ghost. He's a ghost.
And he's really gone. He's buried in the Dallas roster. Buried over there, man. He's like the number 3.
Is he even there? Because remember, the Dallas went and took the dude from the Patriots last year that got hot, the quarterback. What's this dude's name? They played him in the last game, and he was supposed to lose the game. Dallas got him backing up Dak.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. He used to be with the Ravens too.
That's right. That kid ended up with like lightning in the bottle. Let's see what the Browns got going on here at number 24.
Bears. Oh yeah, the Browns got to go. They already went old tackle. They can't. Yeah, they went old tackle.
Okay, it was a commercial, a long commercial.
They got to go.
They went wide
They gotta go
receiver,
offense.
KC Concepcion, Texas A&M.
Yeah, you see how I was saying it, right? They got to go offense. Yep, wide receiver. I was gonna say wide receiver or running back.
I seen him play at Texan A and Tech. Not seen him as actually physical. I watched a couple of games with Concepcion. He is a good receiver. I think he's a good he's not, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Bears are up next. Yeah, they got an A+ for that pick. Yeah, that's a great pick, man. They're gonna get Shedeur some weapons if he's gonna be the guy. This guy's scheduled to come back. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, for real?
Back. Yeah, dude was gone. He's been gone for a while. I mean, he's.
So you think? Okay, do you think he's gonna really give some competition in camp? He might got his head right on his head on.
We're gonna find out. They gotta give him the opportunity, man. He's their fucking $100 million quarterback. What they gonna do? They just can't let him. They're gonna see where he got.
But they drafted a Shedeur though, like.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. I mean, if Shedeur, you gotta remember Shedeur didn't start. Remember they drafted 2 quarterbacks.
That's right.
And the guy Gabriel didn't really do much. They went to Shedeur.
That's right. They drafted that kid Gabriel. What's his name?
Right. One of those guys.
Caleb Gabriel or some shit like that.
Yeah, but one of those guys may not make the roster, out of those 3. It might be even Deshaun Watson, who knows, but he's gonna get that opportunity to win his job back. Shedeur is not the starter. He's not the what they call he's not pending. He's not it's not written in stone that he's the quarterback for the Browns.
Right.
It's gonna be a quarterback competition there. So regardless who is it gonna be, that's good that they got that guy a weapon. They needed a wide receiver. Definitely. I think the Bears are going defense. They're going defense. They offense is pretty good.
They're running too much commercials now. They're running too many commercials.
The Cavaliers are gonna lose.
Buffalo's up at 26. San Fran at 27. Yeah, peoples, man. You know how it is, man. We're in the war room. This is like how it is on a draft day. We're just going through the motions, man, looking at the players that's being picked.
I like what the Giants did. Let's talk about the Giants a little bit.
The Giants made 2 picks early in the first, right?
Great picks. Hell yeah. They got a stud edge rush out of Ohio State.
Yep. And they got a receiver.
Arvell Reese. No, they went offensive tackle with their second pick.
Okay.
They got a great offensive tackle, great defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, edge
rusher.
They got the edge rusher. They got their edge rusher from a couple of years ago. Who's that guy? I'm telling you, they got a great.
Oh yes.
Find out who it is.
The kid out of Penn State.
The kid out of Penn State. You're right.
The kid out of Penn State. I forget his name. It's gonna come across me, but yes, they drafted him number 1 last year, right? The first
Abdul Carter.
They drafted Abdul Carter.
They got
2 years ago. Did he get hurt last year?
2 years ago. No, he was balling last year. I don't know if he got hurt, but he was balling.
I'm talking about the first year. It was last year's first year?
Damn, good question. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Did he get hurt the first season?
Yeah, last year was his first year. No, he had it. I mean, he might have had an injury, but he played. I mean, he played a good amount of games. But they got him. They got Kayvon Thibodeau. They got Traymon Edmonds, Brian Burns. Yo, they defense is gonna be stout, and they know they need to have a good defense being in that division with the Cowboys,
with Washington.
Those are offensive minded teams, you know, and Philly to a certain extent.
And Philly, yep.
So the Giants are good. I'm telling you, I'm going to the window with them with a lot of futures, man. I'm gonna be on their backs this season. I think they're gonna be that team coming out that NFC this year, NFC East. It's their turn. Everybody had a turn. It's the Giants' turn this year. They coming back. I'm definitely gonna be on them on some futures. Definitely to win the division, to make the playoffs, even to probably win the first round. But I'm definitely gonna. They got a good quarterback of the future,
right?
They're gonna need I feel like they're gonna have to draft a running. They're gonna need a running back and another wide receiver
to shore up Neighbors, just in case.
Yeah, Neighbors is coming back from an injury.
Yep,
a bad injury, man. I don't even think he's gonna start the year this season next season. He might come in the middle of the season because he got hurt towards the end of the last season, or in the middle. I want to say it was towards the end.
Nah, he got hurt early. Neighbors got hurt early.
He's gonna miss some time this season, though.
Yeah, Neighbors got hurt early. I think Neighbors was hurt by November last year. Dylan Thiemann, safety, Oregon. Thinium, or some whatever his last name is. Thiemann.
Safety. Yep.
Yeah, safety. Dylan Thiemann. Safety out of Oregon.
That's a good pick. That secondary definitely needs some work.
You did say defense.
Oh yeah, I did. Yep, definitely.
You did say defense. You said Chicago needed that defense.
The offense is pretty good, man. You know, they got. You remember they got that stud wide receiver, the Bears, Odunze.
You
know, they got Rome Odunze. They have a good running back. The rookie last year, he's definitely gonna take a step forward this year. They got a great tight end. So their offense is pretty good, man. They just need to work on that defense. Once again, another team that's in a division with the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Vikings. Who else is in that division with them? Let me look at that division. In the Lions.
Oh, yes.
Shit, they need that secondary. They need that stout secondary. You know, and you know, they coming off a division win. So they could be that team that could have a stranglehold on that division. They give the Packers a run for their money all the time. So
yes. The Bears and the Packers, exactly.
Yeah, in terms of the Packers, they're not a problem for them. They just gotta keep shoring up their roster. They got to keep improving their roster so they can make sure that they don't get overthrown by the Packers, you know, and love. Because, you know, the Packers, they're going to make moves. The Packers drive well. They going offense.
Exactly.
I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, they going offense.
They lost Dubs.
Yep.
You know, they going wide receiver. They going offense. Green Bay, they're not going to play around. That's what did them in last year. They ran their offense, just couldn't. But
yeah, it sputtered. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't have such a great offense. They didn't have They didn't have the weapons, personnel.
Right. Exactly. So the Cavaliers is gonna lose to the Raptors. I told Stacks, if Stacks you watching, I told you this first round is telling you it's gonna be a dogfight, man. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be more like long first round playoff series than ever. A lot of these first round playoff series are gonna go 6-7 games. A lot of them. This is not the time. This is not the era where those first round teams were just getting swept.
Right.
they was getting swept by these good teams. They was out of there. It was the second round that used to just get started, but this year it's starting now. Look at that. The Knicks are down 2-1. The Timberwolves are beating up on the Nuggets. The Raptors beat the Cavaliers. The Spurs lost, the other day to Portland.
Yes, they did.
I'm saying the Lakers are up 2-0 on Houston. Yo, this first round is gonna be a dogfight. I'm telling you, we're tied with Philly. They beat us the other day.
Right.
OKC's wilding, but they got something coming to them.
They 2-0 on their series already.
Yeah, they 2-0 on their series, but you see flaws there. They just going up against a team that just can't take advantage of those flaws. But OKC, I could see them having some issues.
Pick us in with.
Look at that 20. Yo, we're gonna be picking before you know it, man.
Yeah, Texans. We're about to be at 20. We're about to be 6. Well, Houston's picking now. San Fran's on the clock. Houston got 2 picks. 26 and 29.
No, they don't. They traded it.
They traded it?
Mm-hmm. Or they had 2 picks already. Let me see if they picked. No, they just got 1 pick.
Keelan Rutledge, guard out of Georgia Tech. Another big dude.
Good pick, because yeah, that's a good pick for Houston because this guy was getting fucking abused.
Yeah, they say he's nasty. They say this is the best. He's probably the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Yup. Inside, outside lineman. Interior offensive line. He's an interior. Yeah, he's a guard. Exactly. Guard. Interior. He's the interior guy. He's gonna be the reason why you can run the ball.
Yeah. Yep. And get that space for the quarterback to take off up the middle if he need to. He moves a lot of space.
Yo, so Stroud was getting.
So they did trade that to. So somebody traded that 27th pick to Miami.
Yeah, so Stroud. So the Bills. Wow, I think the Bills are going. They going offense.
So Miami's on the clock right now.
The Bills could be going defense. They need defensive help too, man. They have problems in the defense. They need an edge rusher.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they got the guy, but he's on his last leg. What's the brother? Bosa. Bosa's on his last leg, man.
Yeah.
He's the older brother.
And he's the older one, yeah. So did he get they chopped the coach though, right? Didn't the coach get chopped?
Yeah, the coach got chopped.
Yeah.
The Bills are gonna
that was inevitable though. They knew if he couldn't get them to where they needed to that Super Bowl and the Patriots got in, of course he was getting fired.
But it ain't his fault. I know, but I liked him, man. I think they should have stayed with him. I think they should have gave him 1 more year. Cause that L they took, man, that wasn't there. That was a bad call, man, on the refs, man. That dude, that was not an interception, man. That was a bad call. That was a catch. Dude caught the ball and landed with it, and dude then ripped it out. And it came down to that. It came down to that one bad call. But I think the Bills are gonna go. I could see them going cornerback, a corner. Or edge rusher.
Edge rusher.
Yeah,
Miami. Okay, so Miami with this pick right now at 27. What do you think? They about to pick it right now, though.
Miami. They need to go wide receiver. They got Etienne they got a great running back. I say they go wide receiver or tight end because they lost Tyreek Hill.
What about the quarterback? What happened to Tyreek Hill? Where'd he go?
They already signed a quarterback. They signed the guy. They got the dude. They got their quarterback already. The backup for Tennessee.
Who's that?
Right now. Yeah, they signed the guy already. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. Forgot his name, man. He was a backup for the Titans. No, he was a backup for the Green Bay Packers. Malik Willis.
Malik Willis, that's right.
He used to back up Green Bay. He's a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback.
Good quarterback.
That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup for Miami.
Yep, that's their guy. So I think they go wide receiver. They go wide receiver.
And what happened to Tyreek Hill?
He got released. They released him.
Wow.
Remember, he got hurt though. He tore his ACL.
That's right. That's right.
He tore his ACL, but they're not gonna fuck with him, man. He's
no,
gone.
they figure that day is over.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man, for the cheetah. I think he's
still gonna work. He's still gonna work.
I think he's still a productive guy. He's still gonna be productive. Somebody's gonna pick him up. He's a free agent. But they're gonna wait to see his recovery. They're not gonna just. I don't know if they're gonna jump on him like that. But Miami released him. But I think Miami's going wide receiver.
Yeah, they traded up.
They go wide receiver. That'll make sense for them to go along with Waddle. Because
the Niners had 27, so they traded with the Niners.
Do they still got Waddle though? Let me see.
No, Waddle's gone.
Waddle's gone, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, he is gone.
Chris Johnson, cornerback, San Diego State.
Yeah. Wow, they went. Well, I mean,
they went defense.
Yeah, I don't understand that though. They got a great secondary. I don't understand that pick. They got a great.
I think they did lose a corner though. That's why they drafted. I think they did lose somebody though.
Yeah, they draft board. They wide receivers probably late in the later rounds. Sometimes you see your. Sometimes you project that guy to go later. You feel like you can get him later on. That's what happens a lot. It's a gamble, but they feel good about it because they feel like they're the ones that got the inside info on these guys.
The Buffalo trades picks to New England.
Oh, they traded their pick to New England?
Yep. New England's on the clock at number 28.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Yep. So New England gave up their 31st pick.
That's perfect. That's perfect. They got a guy they want, and he's gonna be a tight end.
That's perfect. We're gonna be able to end the show. We was just waiting to find out who the New England Patriots pick.
He's gonna be a tight end. That's how we gonna go out. Tight end or cornerback. Tight end or cornerback. When a team trades up, it's because they got their guy. They know their guy's there, and they've been looking at this guy for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good when you see that because they know who they want. But it's a tight end or a cornerback.
The pick is in
to go with Gonzalez.
You think they might pick a corner?
Yeah.
To go with Gonzalez? Don't they got a guy on the opposite, or did they get rid of him already?
I don't think they believe in him like that. I think they're going tight end or cornerback. I mean, they can go linebacker.
Tackle Caleb Olum.
Wow,
Damn.
They went tackle. Wow.
Caleb
Lomu.
Lomu.
Yo, this is the 7th tackle that went in this round. The 7th tackle. I'm telling you, teams are like, yo, we got to join this sweepstakes, man. We got to join it. We got to join this pool of O tackles, man. They think they need to get May some more help. I mean, May was getting abused.
It makes sense. It makes sense, though.
I mean, he was getting abused in that Super Bowl, man. I mean,
it makes sense. He was getting abused in the Super Bowl. You're right.
And they're gonna get a wide.
He looked like he's a left tackle. No, a right tackle. No, he played both sides.
So he's gonna be in battle with
that kid Campbell.
With Campbell.
Yep.
Or they may, but
they may move Campbell.
Nah, this guy. Well, I mean, I don't know how much he's gonna stick to his word, but he said they're not moving Campbell. He said it. They asked him about that. You ever thought of moving? Because when the tackle struggles, that's the next question. You think we should move him around? Maybe he said we're not moving him. Vrabel made it clear we're not moving Campbell. So what? This guy would be the right tackle? I mean, shit. He's a tackle.
They got tackles. They got so many tackles. They just go, they protecting Drake May.
They're protecting Drake May.
Like the rest of the league is, they protecting their assets. Dudes are getting beat up. So it makes sense. And look what happened to Drake May in the Super Bowl. He just got demolished. Right up front, too. Maybe, yeah. You know what I'm saying, Riz? Right up front, he got demolished. You know? Chiefs is at 20. Chiefs is at 29.
Yeah, so they're let me see. Yeah, so they got one pick in the second round tomorrow. Then they got a 3rd round, 4th round. Yeah, they got some picks.
Yeah, man.
I mean, hey, you can't get mad at that. I mean, look, it's always good when you get offensive linemen. You know,
hey, you might be right. They might go for that tight end maybe in the 2nd and the 3rd round. Maybe that kid was the best tight end. Look, think about it. Nobody picked. Maybe one wide receiver was picked since that tight end, if I'm not mistaken. Did a wide receiver get picked since that tight end out of that kid that got picked out of Oregon? No. I don't even know.
That was the last receiver, yeah.
That was the last offensive playmaker. No running back, no wide receiver.
But I think they need a tight end, man. They need a tight end. I mean, Hunter Henry and the other guy, Hooper, they're not it, man. You know, and May's gonna need an outlet like that. He's gonna need an outlet. He's gonna need that tight end outlet. You know, I think he's missing that. You know, a tight end that can catch. I think our running back is pretty much solidified. You know, I don't think we need running back. I think our wide receiver is gonna be solidified once we get AJ Brown. You know, once that goes through, I think we'll be all right there. I still think they're gonna draft another wide receiver, but they definitely need a tight end. They definitely need a tight end that they could, you know, add to the offense. That can block, catch. Is he in the draft? I don't know. You know, I mean, he definitely wasn't in that first round. But I think that's what they need to be, you know, looking at. You know, their defense is good. I mean, you know, with more, you know, they was in the top 5. I mean, they had a top 10 defense last year.
Right.
They held Seattle to field goals the first 3 possessions, it was 9-0. We just couldn't do nothing on offense. That defense gave us all they can give us, you know.
Exactly.
So it's not like the defense was struggling. I mean, the defense was pretty stout. Look what they did to fucking the Broncos in Denver. You know, they held them to nothing. I mean, it was a low scoring game. I think we won 10-7, right? I mean,
yeah,
something like that. So they held Houston to a low total in scoring. They held the Chargers. They kept them at bay. I mean, 2 very great offensive teams. The defense did great. You know, I don't think they need to really. I mean, they could always add. I think a safety. I think they secondary may need some help in terms of the safeties. Maybe, another cornerback. I think. But man, if there's anything they need, it's a tight end.
Yeah.
I think they need a tight end that can catch.
Just that a D tackle, Peter Woods out of Clemson, got picked by the Chiefs. Nice pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick for them. Because this guy, he's not getting any younger. Chris Jones.
Yeah.
And they're already thinking about his replacement.
Yeah.
Patriots got an A+ on their pick.
Okay.
Yup. Get a tackle movement of pass protection at 28 overall is nothing short of it's a steal. They saying it's a steal. He's lost here because he needs to get stronger, more consistent, and play more with edge. But he goes to a great spot to develop him in all 3 of those areas. He has a special feet, hand usage on tape to be their future starting tackle. Their future starting tackle. So yeah, he's saying they're not going to move Campbell, but I think Campbell may go to the interior.
Mm-hmm.
They saying Caleb Lomu was a steal at 28, a steal. Yeah, the Jets on the clock. Yeah, we can see what we can see what the Bills do.
Yeah, it's 2 more picks.
I think the Bills going wide receiver. They don't got nothing at wide receiver. Yeah, they got that rookie they drafted. He didn't give them shit. Yeah, let me go look at the Bills real quick. He had a they depth chart. Oh, okay. Yeah, Keon Coleman. I don't think they're not going wide receiver because look, I forgot they got DJ Moore on the free agency. They got DJ Moore, Khalil here. He's good. If he's fucking in around, he's definitely gonna be in my fantasy team next year.
Who got DJ Moore?
The Bills.
Oh,
they got him on a free agency. They got DJ Moore, Khalil Shakur. The kid Keon Coleman is the one that they had high hopes for. He hasn't given them anything. He was their rookie, but he may come around. They may go old tackle or second. They need secondary help.
Oh man, they saying okay, they best Denzel Boston out of wide receiver out of Washington, Zion Young, edge rusher out of Missouri. Those are the top 2 best for the Jets right now. Let's see what the Jets do. You think? Yeah, the Jets should go after a wide receiver though.
Shit, the Jets need a quarterback.
You think so?
Yeah, they don't got a quarterback. They don't got a quarterback. They let me see. Yeah,
Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver out of Indiana.
They need a. I mean, they got this dude back.
Nah, but they saying he's the bridge to somebody else though. He was just there to he's the Jacoby Myers. What's his name's going to be Jacoby Myers, baby? Not Jacoby Myers. What Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett, yeah.
That's all he's going to do. He's
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith is just going to develop. I forgot who it is he's developing. It's going to be somebody.
Yeah, man, they just can't draft a quarterback to save their lives, man. That's a good pick for the Jets. I mean, he's gonna be along with damn, why I keep going up
Brees
his name?
Hall.
Who is it?
Brace Hall.
No, not Brees Hall. They're wide receiver.
I forget.
Right, I got it right here. Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, they got Garrett Wilson. They got Adonai Mitchell. That's a good. So and they got this wide receiver. That's gonna be good. So they wide receiver corpse is good. They got a good tight end. They running back is good. Brees Hall, Braylon Allen.
Mm-hmm.
They always need work.
They got some good deal. Yeah, they went off in the first round. Bailey, Sadiq,
yes,
Cooper. They got the tight end. They got a wide receiver.
No, they got 3 picks in the first round.
That's what I'm saying.
They got the edge rusher, which they didn't get a good grade on.
The kid Bailey. Then they got the tight end, and then they got the wide receiver.
Yeah. They got busy in the first round. They had a lot of fucking picks, the Jets. But they traded for that pick. They wanted that guy.
Right.
Oh, wow. The Bills traded out of 31.
Oh, they did. And
they gave more picks later in the later rounds. I see what they're doing. There's nothing for them in the first round.
Right.
Even though I think they need secondary help.
They sent it to Tennessee. So that'll be what? 3 picks Tennessee got in the first round?
Yeah, pick is in for Tennessee. Tennessee should be turning it around. They should be turning it around this year, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got their quarterback. I mean, is he gonna develop? I mean, we'll see. That's what I need to do. Team page instead of doing all this shit I was doing just now. Cam Ward, yeah, they got Cam Ward, Tony Pollard as a running back. They got Gunnar Helm, wide receiver Calvin Ridley, Waddell. Yeah, they got some good young wide receivers though.
They probably gonna pick one right now.
They young receiver corps.
Oh, they might do like everybody else. Offensive tackle. Offensive tackle. To back up Cam, to help Cam Ward. You might be right. They all need the protection, it looks like. Everybody wants protection right now. Come on, give me this last round, man, so I could call it a night for you guys, man, and you guys get to see a long Thursday night show. This is the Regular Sports Guys, episode 27 draft day show, man. We gave y'all not a full draft day. We jumped in at pick number 7, somewhere around there, pick number 10. I'll say 7 or 8. We jumped in, and we was kind of late for the show today, but we was able to give y'all the rest of the draft and give y'all a breakdown on each pick, each team, how they did, how they graded. Thanks to Crook, man, with the grades. And we gave y'all our prediction of who these teams would pick. Edge rusher, Keldrick Folk. Maybe a good pick. Maybe a good pick. They need defense. They need defense too. I mean, I would say Titans did a good thing by adding that. That probably was a need. That's why they traded to get that pick, right? Didn't they trade up with traded the Bills? The Bills must have felt they didn't need. Right.
Seattle's going running back. They don't need nothing on defense. Their offense is pretty good. They got their guy. Can't pronounce that dude's name to save my life.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
There you go, Jackson Smith-Njigba. They lost Kenneth Walker.
They lost Kenny Walker.
They lost him, man. So I see them going running back.
Yeah. Losing Kenny Walker was big.
But knowing them,
Even though that kid, what was his name?
Chardonnay, he's good, but they need
Chardonnay.
another guy. He can't he's not gonna be that guy, you know. They need somebody else. Chardonnay was the goal line back.
That's right. They need that. They need the speed.
Yes, but Seattle could do whatever they want, man. Their defense was good. They had a great team, man. They had a great team, and they had the perfect quarterback to run it. It was just a great it was a well put together team. You know, what can you say, man? You got to give them that, you know. But
edge rusher out of Auburn. Okay.
Oh, they got an edge rusher.
That's who Titans picked. Edge rusher.
Yeah, Seattle's running back.
Yeah, Seattle. We're waiting in the Seattle pick to come in now. They taking their time for this last one to go through, man.
Yeah, they going running back, man. Let me see who's in there. Yeah, they may take that running back out of Notre Dame. Or they can go. Who's that other stud running back that was out there? The kid Kalen Black out of Indiana. I could see him going. He was doing this thing. He was getting busy to do Kalen Black. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I mean, but I would think they would go running back.
Yeah, they say this kid got a motor. Yeah. Tennessee got a good study there running at edge rush.
Yeah, they got an A+. They got an A+. So did the Jets. The Jets got an A+ with their wide receiver. Tennessee didn't get their grade yet, but I know the Jets got they got an A+. But yeah, this dude he's definitely gonna be the bridge. So I don't know what their plan is, but it just dawned on me. You know who they going after? I think they might be going after Manning next year.
Who that?
The Jets.
Yeah, the Jets. It depends.
But they gotta suck next year.
Nah, they gotta suck. I'm telling you, yo.
But maybe not, because a lot of these teams got their quarterbacks already. Not too many.
That's what I'm saying. Just think about what team you think that might really. It could be the Jets again.
Think about it. If you look at all the teams, right? The Eagles.
That could be Arizona.
Arizona, possibly. I'm looking at the NFC side of things. The Saints look like they got their quarterback. The Falcons got their quarterback. Buccaneers, Panthers, Lions. I'm looking at the NFC. I don't see anybody missing a quarterback. So now we got the AFC. The Jets, the Steelers. The Steelers, but they're not going to be that bad. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the Browns look like they got a quarterback competition.
That's interesting. Who's going to end up with Childress and
because there's not too many. There's not too many.
Chamberlain, Trinidad Chambliss. Who's going to end up with Chambliss and who's going to end up with Manning? That's crazy. Because, like you said, you called some teams that already got their quarterback, but Arizona
team got their quarterback.
Yeah,
a lot of these teams got their quarterback, man. You know,
these teams.
The Jets seem to always have problems. Even when they got a good quarterback, he got hurt this fucking first game when Rodgers got hurt. That year, Rodgers don't get hurt that year, the Jets would have gotten busy. They would have gotten busy. I think when Rodgers came back, they just didn't have the right squad around him, man.
Oh, you mean the Jets with Rodgers? Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have got.
The Jets, yeah,
Yeah.
they could. The year he got hurt, they was gonna get busy that year. That was the year, but what happened was he came back, but they just didn't have the
Chemistry.
They didn't have the chemistry, and the protection wasn't there. It was just off. I even think the coach wasn't doing well either. The coach wasn't a good coach. But I don't know who Seattle got yet. Did you see on your end who they got?
Yeah, they bought out. Yeah, they about to do it now. They bought out somebody to make the pick. Some special, look like a cancer survivor, special needs kid or something.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Giants. I like what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kansas City. I like what they're doing over there. Kansas City.
Yeah, KC's trying to rebuild. Yeah.
KC's doing. I like they got a stud cornerback. That cornerback, they lost their cornerback.
Yeah, right, yo. Jadarian Pierce out of Notre Dame drafted to the Seattle.
What a way to end the show, son.
Yeah.
Come on, son. You see that?
Yeah, Jadarius Price
Not
of Notre Dame.
Not only did I call they need, I called the player.
Yeah.
I called it.
Kid out of Notre Dame. You said it.
Jadarius Price. Didn't I say it?
Mm-hmm.
It's on video, man. You guys watching, y'all gonna see, man. Like I hit it on a couple of picks, and
that's a good to tell you the truth, to end the show on a good note. That was a great observation, and he's going to be a good addition to Seattle losing, knowing that they lost Kenny Walker. This kid looks like he's going to be able to tote the load. Yeah.
He's the same. He's like a similar type running back.
Similar type of running back. Yes. They got their guy. It looks like Seattle's happy with what they did. And they might got a good grade for that. He looks like, now, as you said, I mean, second round going to commence tomorrow.
49ers set it off. They're going to set it off tomorrow.
Set it off. But now that you said that, tomorrow look like it's going to be a lot of defensive and offensive picking tomorrow. So you're going to see a lot of wide receivers, a lot of running backs, a lot of defensive players, inside interior defensive linemen, a lot of edge, a lot of corners, a lot of safeties. Think about it. We ain't seen no safeties, no free safeties, we seen some edge rushers. That's it on defense. We've seen a couple of corners, maybe one or two. So not many was called out, and there's so many more to go. So yeah, you're right. It's going to be a defensive second and third and fourth round with defense and playmaking offensive players, like you said, the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends. That's going to fill out these next 3 rounds, right, coming up. So guys, thanks for coming through on the draft night, man, with Parlay with us, man. It was and the regular sports guys, we really appreciate it. This is probably one of our longest draft night shows that we did. And thanks to Cook, man, and we was able to break down a lot of these picks, man. We started kind of late, but we gave y'all from, I think, 8 to 7 up. And we was kind of on point with some of these picks on our predictions. Like Mel Kiper would. We was kind of pretty good with some of these predictions.
We did better than Mel Kiper, man.
We did better than Mel Kiper, man. And we kind of had it in the bag that we knew it was going to be an offensive line type of first round, and that's what it ended up being. So yeah, man, stay tuned. Y'all will see us on Sunday for the remaining updates on how the draft went and how the Patriots end up faring on Friday, Saturday nights. So we'll get back to you guys on Sunday nights, and we'll have a breakdown and a review, a recap, not a breakdown, but a recap on the NBA playoffs and where the Celtics is at by Sunday afternoon. So with that being said, man, thanks Cook for coming through. Shout out to Sean Doe and Hustle Stacks. This is the Regular Sports Guy. It was episode number 37. We're moving along, man. It's climbing. And yo, shout out to you, Stony Crooks, man, for all the hard work you did, man, with the stats and keeping up with everything. It's much appreciated. So we'll see each other again on Sunday. Nice show. Thanks for collaborating, and thanks for the people who was in there. Thanks for the people on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We out. Peace.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.